I'm a fan of mixed martial arts, and I actually watch a lot of YouTube videos and things about that, and I practice it myself on a regular basis. I was watching someone talking about it recently. I wish I could remember who it was, but like I say, I watch an awful lot of it. And they were just saying about instances where someone loses a fight, and most of you probably get an idea of what it's about. Two men fight each other in a cage. A lot of the time it goes to judges to address who won the match based on points, who showed the best technique, who was defending the best, who was attacking the best, who was putting pressure on. There's several factors that go into it. A lot of the time, you're going to get a decision that you don't like. I mean, if assuming that you don't get knocked out cold and it's quite decisive who won, then there's always going to be a degree of subjectivity involved. And this guy was saying about, he was saying you get these guys, they lose, what was the ref looking at, why did they do that, why would they awarding that decision to this person, what were the judges doing, and it's just constant excuses. And he said just why don't you just take ownership of it. If you'd gone in there, like I say, and knocked the other guy out cold, there would be no question of what happened. There was subjectivity, you allowed the subjectivity, therefore it's your mistake, it's your fault that you lost. And it's an interesting attitude that can be hard to get your head around, but certainly if you want to take on any real responsibility in life, if you want to do anything remarkable, really, it's something you're going to have to get used to. If you want to start a business, for example, you can say, it's the supplier's fault that they didn't deliver this in time, or it was a market condition that went wrong and I couldn't control it. Maybe you could control it, maybe you couldn't, but ultimately you're the one suffering with the consequences. So it's sign of a mindset shift, and it's difficult, especially if you're someone like me who has a very logical mind. The way I see things is more like a sort of decision tree. I look back on how events took place and I go, okay, why was that decision made? What was the basis for that? What happened there? And I really sort of analyse things in a big way, and I sort of overthink things a lot as well. And ultimately you just think, well, this is what happened, and whatever my role was in it, however small, I've ended up with this position I'm in. I could have done something, or maybe I couldn't have done anything, but I only have myself to blame. I have to take ownership. I have to accept the circumstances now. Another example I've heard used is you go driving at 2 a.m. You want to go get something to eat. You're not drink driving or anything like that. Drink driver crashes into you. You get your legs amputated. You lose your job. You lose your family. You lose your house, etc., etc., etc. You keep blaming it on the guy who's drink driving. Yeah, it was his fault, but does he care that you've lost your job, you've lost your legs? He doesn't care. Or does it matter to them? Ultimately, you're the one living the consequences. So if you trace it back through the decision tree, like I say, the real decision you have to question is your decision to go out at 2 a.m, knowing there's a high likelihood of encountering a drink driver. It sounds ridiculous, but when you think about it that way, it can really help you come to solace with decisions that you make, and with things that are going on in your surroundings, things that affect you, situations you find yourself in. Ultimately, you had some sort of role that and put you in the position you are in now. It wasn't everything else, even if you had very little influence over what actually happened. It's just a mindset shift. It's something I talk about a lot generally. You'll see a lot of people give the same sort of advice. I just wanted to give my input on it and sort of raise it to your attention if you haven't really thought about it that way before. I hope you find it helpful. As always, that's all I have to say. Thanks for watching. See you next week.